What's up, my Finland loves? It's Miss Finland D coming to you all from Vienna Entertainment News. So when Rachel and Bryan got married, I started posting videos about their wedding, right? And in one of the videos, I talked about how for the first time, Bryan acknowledged, negative comments, the trolls. Because normally, Bryan is very good at just focusing on the positive and ignoring everything. And I also said that the reason why he acknowledged the trolls is because he basically did a post talking about the workout program that he put together for him, okay, and his wife Rachel Lindsay. Before they got married, Rachel came to him and said, I have a certain goal and the weight that I want to be for our wedding. And so he put this program together for the both of them to do it together. So he went into details on what the program was and everything. And some people completely misinterpreted his caption, and it just turned into this messy situation. Now, in that video over a month ago, I said, I promise I'm going to post it next. I just wanted to post this video first and focus on the positivity and their love. I did not want to bring drama into their wedding video. But guess what? I never posted that video. For those of you who have social media and Instagram, you already seen this. So old news. But for those of you who don't have Instagram and probably also move on from that topic, this will be your first time hearing about this and watching this. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, this happened at the very beginning of when they got married. So if you hear me saying a certain date, okay, or acting surprised about seeing certain images, don't be confused like why she's acting surprised. She already posted these pictures. We already seen these things. Just know that all of this happened a day or so after images were released from Bryan and Rachel's wedding. So let's go ahead and get into it. So Bryan posted this beautiful image right here, which I think Rachel looks snatched. She looks good. Bryan looks amazing. They're kissing. And he wrote, "Newlyweds in paradise." Some emojis. Just wanted to say how proud I am of my wife. You heard that? My wife. Okay, Bryan. And he tagged his wife, Rachel Lindsay. A couple of months before our wedding, I challenged her, myself included, to get wedding body ready. I designed a wedding boot camp, okay, for her, and she met the challenge head on. There were ups and downs throughout the process and plenty of wedding planning distractions, but she stayed more committed and enthusiastic about her fitness than ever before. She asked me to create a program to kick her. Okay, so I did. Although she didn't necessarily meet her end goal, she sets very high expectations for herself because that's what bosses do. She put forth the effort and dedication without complaining to look the best she possibly could in that beautiful wedding dress. As far as I'm concerned, she accomplished that mission. Moral of the story, always surround yourself with people who believe in you and push you to be your best self. Don't get overwhelmed by what the final outcome will be or if you'll ever get there, but rather set small goals and deadlines and work your bleep off to achieve them. If you fall short of those goals, challenge yourself by setting another small goal after that. At the end of the day, all those small challenges you set for yourself will lead to big changes. It's all about continuing to improve yourself. Make the decision to change and get to work. It's always you versus you and nobody else, okay? And go ahead and read the hashtag. So to me, yes, sometimes I read that slow because I have an accent. Of course, you guys know that. So when I start reading too fast, it's like, what did she say? Is she... And all you guys can just put me on mute and read it for yourself. But that's why I read that slow. Now, let's go ahead and read the comments before there we go. I love y'all, but I gotta say that this post isn't healthy for a lot of my life, I've struggled with body image, eating disorder, and battled my body to look a certain way. I'm finally coming to a place, she meant, where I'm understanding that my body is beautiful no matter how it looks, toned or not. Posts like this that encourage women to look a certain way, be a certain size, or maintain an impossible standard, praise women for just their body type when we are so much more than that. Rachel would have looked beautiful in her wedding dress whether she was thin or fat, and he didn't even say any of this. But there you go, people. Because she radiates confidence, kindness, and grace. It's not because she's thin, it's because she's more than her body. And of course, there you go. I think you misread what Bryan was trying to say about Rachel. Don't go for the jugular so fast. That seems to be the trend these days. Try and listen, read properly before talking, okay? Bryan, good for you for supporting your lady. Another one, I hate that you felt the need to tell your wife to get wedding body ready. She is freaking gorgeous the way she is or was. This is sickening and you need to check yourself. Do not tell anyone to get into a different size or better looking body. That's not what he wrote. That is not what he wrote. You need to calm down. It's like the internet has become a troll fest. Maybe read a post a few times and get a better understanding of what he's saying. Exactly. Don't you ever tell anyone that doesn't even know who you are what they can or can't do. He is supportive and wonderful dude to his gorgeous wife. Come through, R&B. I am amazed by all the self-conscious people on here. So no one tried to get into better shape before their wedding. No one has worked their partner to motivate each other towards certain goals, whether they be fitness or professional goals. He's telling folks to set goals, achieve small wins, and build on that. And most of all, if you're in a relationship, support each other. Sounds nice to me. There's a lot more disgusting comments. I'm not going to waste my time reading all of them, but first it was Rachel chose the wrong guy. Bryan is a player because of the way how they tried to portray him, even though from the moment he walked on the scene he was all about his wife. He did not get involved in any drama. He stayed focused, and guess what ended up happening? He walked away with his wife. Okay, he ignores the trolls. He doesn't get into the whole back and forth. He minds his business. He's very serious about his wife, his businesses, his career. Like, he's doing his thing. So it was racism. They won't make it. He's a player. She should have picked the other guy. I gave them 3 months. Do I give them 6 months? Do I give them a year? Now here they are, finally married, and now they don't have any other space to hate anymore. Now is I gave their marriage a year. Now is what else can we vent about? Even though we are so upset that, you know what, Bryan and Rachel really put us to shame. I'm talking about the trolls. They actually got married. Oh my God. You know what? Let's pretend like we are mad about what he posted now that he's married and have his wife, and vent our frustration about that, since we've been holding in all this anger because they actually got married. That's what this is, because I did not see anything in what he wrote. And trust me, if what he wrote was badly written, I will call them out. I didn't see anything wrong with what Bryan wrote. He wrote about setting goals, but he also clearly explained that Rachel also set goals for herself as well. And although to her, she didn't meet those goals, he still felt like she looked beautiful, whether she met them or not. He literally wrote all of that in the caption, but yet people are looking for something to be outraged about, okay? Leading this man to interrupt his honeymoon and come on social media, posted this picture of Rachel, okay, and this is what he wrote. To clarify any misunderstanding for those that are upset about the previous post, I absolutely love this woman and I am fortunate to have her in my life. I never nor would I ever say, Rachel, you need to get wedding body ready. So I'm going to challenge you. And I have never forced fitness or nutrition on her. Rachel wanted this for herself and she came to me for assistance, okay? My challenge to help her accomplish what she wanted to get done came in the form of a boot camp I created for her. Like, you literally have to break it down and explain everything because people can't just read through the lines. So because Bryan cut right to the I created, okay? I created. He didn't explain the part where she came to me. So Bryan wrote in his first caption, I created. But then right after that, he also wrote, Rachel came to him. She set her own goals and her own expectations, and they were so high because she's a boss, and that's what boss, women do and things like that. So he even put in his caption that even though he created the program, she came to him, and yet people still took that and ran with it like he told her to do something. All right. I absolutely love this woman and I am fortunate to have her in my life. I never know would I ever say, Rachel, you need to get wedding body ready. So I'm going to challenge you, and I have never forced fitness or nutrition on her. Rachel wanted this for herself and she came to me for assistance. My challenge to help her accomplish what she wanted to get done came in the form of a boot camp I created for her. That's it. I did not set the goals for her. She set her own lofty goals for herself and she worked her bleep off to achieve them. I was always there to encourage her and support her with whatever she needed. I stated that she didn't meet her own goals to show that sometimes you don't make all the progress you set out to make, and that's okay. I never did it to be condescending or to call her out. What matters is the journey and what the process meant for her own personal self-growth, okay? You still make progress, you still grow with the time you dedicate to improving yourself. The post was meant to praise her for the commitment and willpower that she exemplified with her rigorous schedule, okay, leading up to the wedding. She is truly a superwoman with how hard she works. I also added some key takeaways that I believe should be kept in mind. She looked great before, she looked great during, she looked great now, and she'll continue to look great to me. She would have, without a doubt, looked amazing in her dress regardless. At the end of the day, this was something that she wanted to take on because she felt it would benefit her overall health and wellness. I used to wear it as a motivator and I supported her all the way, just like with everything else. Peace and love. 819 comments. Said Bryan, enjoy your honeymoon, okay? My God, Bryan, forget the haters when haters gonna hate. All right, nice to hear you clarify it, okay? Clarify, but it makes me mad that you had to. Richard knows who you are, and that was not for her, but for all the crazy in social media. Bryan, may God continue to bless you both. Bryan, you don't gotta explain yourself to the haters as long as Richard knows, Listen. Do you see how long that caption I just read was? And I was reading slow, like I said, because when I started reading too fast, my accent. But imagine being on your honeymoon and have to sit there and write all that on your phone for some insecure idiots who got triggered when you did not write anything wrong the first time. Wow. And let me tell you something. Bryan doesn't care about trolls coming to his page, making up stuff, and typing stuff. The only reason why he responded to this, he loved that woman. And the thought process that he will say or do anything to harm her, disrespect her in any way, This is the only reason why he's doing this. Have you read? I have read some disgusting comments. Disgusting. Below the belt, like just nasty. And Bryan have never responded. And if he does, it's with comedy or a God bless you or God bless you or something pleasant, and he's moving on. He's never addressed the trolls. This is how much he loves that woman. Through everything, he could have ran for the hills a long time ago because the hate was just too much. He stayed through it all, and the same thing goes for Rachel. To the fact that anybody would think he would even think low of his wifey anyways, that's why he's responding, because that's his wife. He will protect her and go to war for her. This right here just shows how much, if the wedding and everything they've been through wasn't enough to show how much he loves her, this right here just shows you guys, because he's actually coming on social media to address the trolls. Wow. Anyways, congratulations to Bryan, Rachel. I'm wishing you all absolutely nothing but the best. Lesson learned. Bryan, this is his career. Excluding being a doctor and a chiropractor, he's also into health and fitness and all of that. And he always posts long posts about health, fitness, and all of that. And he was just using his experience with his wife, to motivate his people and his followers. And now he realized, okay, this is why we don't post each other a lot sometimes. And y'all be wondering, are they still together? What happened? Mess like this. I just keep it professional. And keep posting Dr. Abs. Keep posting about me and just me and me alone and me doing my thing as a doctor. And y'all gonna be like, where's Rachel? What happened to her? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, once again, I'm wishing Bryan and Rachel absolutely the best. Absolutely the best. I want to go ahead and end it here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.